Hey guys, so today me and Matt are gonna do our first movie wrestling review.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do a bit of a project. So the next year or so, each time Matt comes around, I've put a list of wrestling movies, and we're gonna review all wrestling movies what are available to watch on DVD. Movie, and it just as we're wrestling fans, I just thought it'd be some fun for us to both do. And it'd be interesting. So some films we've never seen. We're also going to review movies we have seen before, but tell you guys what we think to it. So a few other ones, what are most known: The Wrestler, Fighting with My Family.
I ain't watching The Wrestler.
It's part of the...
Fuck that, mate. You can watch that one in right. I ain't watching that shit. Fuck that. That's what I'm happening.
I'll do it on me, and if you don't want to watch it, yeah, I'll do that on me. That one, if you don't want to do that.
Fuck that. I'll rather shoot myself.
But yeah, so that's the plan, and I've wrote some because I found it on IMDb. It's got like all the best movies to worst, and yeah, so I'm gonna get some of them on DVD because they're hard to find. Some of them. This one we watched today was on YouTube, uploaded free on YouTube, and then also on DVD, and a few are on the stick, on my Fire Stick. So today we're reviewing California Dolls, and it's an old wrestling movie from the 1980s. I think 1981. It's a really old movie, but I thought it was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. I thought it was decent, and so what it was about, the plot, so you understand what it was about. It was about two women who were wrestlers, and they had a manager, and he was a very abusive manager, and he was helping them find a promotion for them to wrestle against other women tag teams, and it kind of just showed at first how they are trying to find a promotion to face. And they have a tag match with a few of the teams. Some of them are very stiff and bullying them a lot. And then there's also a bit of domestic violence with him and the girl.
One of the girls, yeah.
One of the girls, yeah. So at first, the guy smashed someone's car. We both enjoyed that segment. That was decent. And that was because he didn't pay him or something like that. He didn't pay him for what he wanted, and he smashed his car. And then it builds on to where they're trying to find a promotion. He's trying to convince a woman to join, for the Dolls to join her promotion, and she said, "Oh, I'll leave it another 6 months." And then, so it's just building to them trying to find a promotion for the girls to wrestle in. And then they end up having a couple of tag matches here and there, and it just shows it kind of just shows how the business was. They get paid very little, and he's just taking it all for himself. He's a very abusive manager. He's a bit of a dick.
He's an arsehole.
He was an arsehole, yeah. He was an arsehole. And then towards the end, they had a good tag match, and yeah, I thought it was a decent film. It showed the highs and lows of being a wrestler, and I thought it was a decent movie. But you can say what you think then. I enjoyed it more than him.
You can put the camera on me if you want.
Yeah, go on.
So, I definitely think it's a long-winded movie.
Yeah.
Some of the antics that he was doing just made it seem too real. Like when he punched a gun in the stomach for getting in his face, and he slapped her around the face. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
And it was very degrading because he made him do a wrestling match in mud.
Yeah.
Which I know you liked because you saw more than...
I thought it was fun, but I can see why you didn't. It was very downgrading.
It reminded me of bad time in the WWE days and the Ruthless Aggression, the Attitude Era, where they did mud wrestling and all that crap, and it felt degrading. I didn't really enjoy that. And it definitely showed the highs and lows of what a wrestler would go through with Little Paige and stuff.
They were good-looking women, but we just didn't enjoy the mud bath matches because it was very degrading. And even after the match, they felt degraded, didn't they?
They felt embarrassed. They felt, and one of the lines, they didn't mind anything but the fact that they were getting laughed at. They didn't like getting laughed at. I wouldn't, if I was a wrestling manager, I would never fucking put my hands on a woman.
No.
But
even if a woman hits you, you should walk away. You walk away.
You walk away. It's simple as. It's not that fucking rocket
And no one should hit anyone, either gender. That's how I see it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because some people say, like, don't they? I've met them, like, oh, but girls don't hit boys. So we watched a documentary on it. It was really bad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, back to this.
There was a particular team, a rival team that
Took liberties on
in the middle match, in the second match, they took complete liberties. It was unprofessional. It was what they would say, taking matters in their own hands.
Yeah, definitely.
And it made the main two feel like they need to toughen up.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't really make you feel like you need to toughen up. The others were being unprofessional. The main event, the final match, was pretty good, but I didn't like there was no growth in the man character at all.
He was just a bully for that.
He was a bully. All he cared was money. And when he lost at gambling, he took matters in his own hands and he used.
He also attacked a couple of people with a baseball bat.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Just for their money. And then he made it look like he won that money, which he didn't. So there was no growth in him at all. The referees were too one-sided, which I didn't like. It made it... I think it would have been fine if they would have seen it near the end being a bit one-dimensional, but he made it fucking obvious.
Yeah.
It was a good match.
The last one, yeah.
But because it took a long time to get to it, I saw the highs, the lows. And I think I would have liked it more if there was some growth from the man, if he would have realised his mistakes and he would have understood what he was doing wrong.
Yeah.
But he didn't grow up at all. He didn't have any form of growth at all.
He just kept being a bully.
He was a bully, he was an abuser, and because they felt like they couldn't do any better, and this is what felt home. A lot of people stay in those sort of relationships because they fear they can't get out of it.
Yeah.
And because he was slapping them around, one of them around, and they still chose to be with him because they felt like, in a word I've used a lot over the last year, trauma bond.
Yeah.
So.
And you know someone who's currently...
I'm not going into that.
No, but you know of someone who's in a bad situation. We won't say anymore.
I'm not going into that.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, you'd know someone.
But yeah. The film was something, all right. I think he definitely enjoyed it a lot more than I. There was parts I did find...
Interesting.
Entertaining, I guess. But it was more...
Oh, yeah, like when one of them called the guy a pimp. That was
funny.
And when they were brawling backstage.
I might have been called that once.
He liked it when they smashed the car up. The baseball bat to the guys you liked.
He was being a bit of a dick, but it was funny.
And the match. So there is some things he liked about it. He didn't say from start to end it's all shit.
I do think...
It was a long movie though. It was a 2-hour movie.
If I went to see that film in the cinema, I probably would have.
I kept him watching it.
Because at first I was on my phone, but then I did end up putting my phone down.
I did say the second half movie, from the match and building to the match, you did seem to be more into it.
A little bit.
A bit more, yeah.
But yeah, it was different. It was definitely interesting. I'm not watching The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke. I'm not.
Yeah, but it's a wrestling movie.
I'm not watching
it's part of the
project. There's no way in hell I'm watching that again.
Is that the one of the worst movies you've ever seen then? Yeah.
The fact that I watched it once, I'm surprised I didn't go grey hair from that.
I actually watched it the other month and I actually thought it was alright.
I can't stand it.
Yeah,
I watched the wrestling and zombie ones again, but I won't watch The Wrestler again.
And we're going to review Paige's movie again, but we'll do a full review on...
I do like that. And I have a connection to that because I have always been an admirer of Paige.
But I thought it was a decent movie. I enjoyed it. It had entertaining parts. I see why you didn't like it. Yeah, I think it was too old for you. Like some of the, it just
And it felt
it's a different world to now.
and it felt some of it felt too real when the abuse and stuff.
Yeah,
And when you've seen people go through it, you've heard people go through it, you've seen documentaries of it. It felt too real. So the wrestling aspect was fun, but the realism of what actually happens backstage, I didn't really like.
yeah, the abusive
I
part.
don't like that. I can't. It's uncomfortable.
It is uncomfortable.
I felt
yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was, but I thought it was a decent movie. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. I thought it was interesting in their journey of how they got there and the highs and lows, the lows and highs they had to get to. Then it did have a happy ending. I won't say what happened, but it did have a happy ending at the end. So what would you give it?
At first, I was very close to giving it 3.
Well, it was going to be like between a 1 and a 2. You were struggling to look at it, wouldn't you, for the first half an hour?
I'll still probably give it a 4 and almost a 5, but I'll probably give it a 4 max. I'm not as high as it as you were.
I thought it was a pretty good movie.
But yeah,
A
probably
decent movie.
almost 5, but 4
4 and a half? 4 and a half? Is it a lot better than The Wrestler, though?
Yeah, I would have given that a 0.
Yeah.
I don't give many films 0, but that film was a 0.
Well, would you say The Iron Claw was better than this, or as good
I'll
as it
probably
could?
say The Iron Claw was better
A bit
because
better.
it was based.
You
off
just gave
truth.
that a 5 out of 10, I
I
think.
think I can't remember.
Or 5, yeah.
Can't remember. It was a little bit ago.
But this is I'd recommend it because it did have some interesting parts.
I like The Iron Claw for the fact there was no thing that made you feel uncomfortable.
Domestic abuse, yeah.
And I don't like domestic abuse.
No, I don't
No one
like seeing
does.
it. Yeah. But, yeah, The Iron Claw, I'd recommend people to watch that. It's a very sad movie.
The only thing I didn't like about that film was they put it too much of a long film. They could have done it an hour and a half, but I think it was just too long for what it needed to be.
This one was a long one as well. This was like an hour and 15 minutes.
That's why I like Flying With My Family, which I will get to with this.
That
We're
was
not
a
just
short, yeah.
watching the movie, which is on Netflix. We're actually going to be watching the documentary as well. So we're going to be comparing the actual documentary and the movie in general.
Yeah,
So
we could review both, couldn't we?
I actually like that idea.
Yeah.
As long as I don't do the wrestler shit, I'll do everything else. That's fine.
Yeah, but that would have been interesting to see why you hate it if you reviewed it.
No.
All right, no, that's fine. Yeah, I'll review it because it's a part of the wrestling movie project we're doing, but I'll do it on my own.
I'll like your video. I'll be nice.
But yeah, that's our review of the California Dolls. Matt thought it was okay at best, so I thought it was pretty good. And yeah, I thought it was an interesting movie. One of the better wrestling movies I've seen.
And like you said, it's free on YouTube.
It's free on YouTube, yeah. Go watch it. I'd recommend it. It's called California Dolls. About a woman tag team.
Yeah, trying to make it
in the business. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't.
Like, comment, share.
And yeah, the next few movies we're going to do when he next comes for the Eve show, we're going to be doing another one in the wrestling movie series. Project we're doing is it Queen of the Ring?
I think so, yeah.
We're going to do?
I think Britt Baker's in that.
Yeah, and then we're going to review a true crime movie, Ted Bundy. So, yeah, that'd be interesting to do. But anyway, thanks for watching.
Peace.
See you guys later. Bye for now.